Hey, this is Rob Vasquez, Combat Sports. Over here with the one and only Papa Stopper, former champion and father and coach, I'm going to say of the century. Antonio Mckee, what's good, man? What's going on?
What's up, brother? I'm just sitting back now, man, and everybody think I'm a prophet. You know what I'm saying? Because this has been prophesized. You know, and if people don't understand when you say prophesize, not something, prophecy is when somebody tells you something is going to happen before it happens.
Before it happens, exactly.
In history, this is prophecy. And this has been prophesized 20 years ago. 20 years ago, that my son would be the greatest fighter in the world. Now it's all about embracing those who've embraced us with this walk and reaching out to those who have not. They've underestimated the power of God. God is real.
That's right. That's right. You let me see. You probably can you hear me without this?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, because it's a little sweaty over here. Yeah, the main thing I remember a brief conversation we had early that day of you know, he was gonna fight at nighttime, but early I remember just saying, and you were saying that. I mean, I said I know I said I knew, but there's something different. There was something different about him, and you could feel it. And I think, and like I told you, I said I think he got into Patricio's head. He got into his head, man. And the game plan, the way he set things up, he used his attributes, like everything was perfect. I know he did that early celebration when he won, man. I must have celebrated like in 25 different language curses. From New York, right. You know, we get a little expressive with it, you know. But yeah. I can't tell you, man. Man, as a pop, let me tell you, you must be like the proudest dad, man.
No, I ain't proud.
Not. Why not? Why not?
This ain't nothing of what you're about to see this kid do.
Takeover?
It's going to be bigger than a takeover. He's going to, again, prophecy. He's going to change the way this game is done. He's going to be the face of integrity for fighters, bringing organizations together to unify these belts and say that I'm the best fighter in the world. We loyal. We stand. Everybody think we're going to UFC. No, we're going to work things out with Bellator.
Exactly.
Bellator is willing to put us up against a UFC contender.
Exactly.
Why Dana ain't? Why Dana don't want to do it? See, that's the problem with this. We gotta fix these issues.
Well,
you know,
yeah. Why don't you think Why don't
if an organization is willing to pay a fighter $500,000 and another organization is willing to pay a fighter $1.5 million, why should that fighter not be able to go fight for $1.5 million without disrupting the relationship between the company that can't afford them? Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, especially when they got it like that, and everyone benefits from it. Everybody benefits from it,
right?
You know, so yeah, I don't see the yeah. I agree with that, and I know AJ what he said about his dream fight would be with Max Holloway.
He's gonna beat all of them up. He'll knock them all out. The kid is something different.
Yeah, I told you that.
Listen to me when I tell you, pound for pound, he is the best fighter in the world. One, he displays a phenomenal ground game.
Yes.
Two,
yes.
Elusive striking. 3, kicking. 4, wrestling. He has not had to wrestle because he ain't in danger. He can wrestle. Started wrestling.
He started
so
as a
here
wrestler.
You have a full MMA fighter that mentally understands all the angles of the game. Why not take this kid and make him an icon in your organization? He's a mega superstar. He's good looking. He's clean dressed. He's confident in his game. And he's fighting.
Came out with that hat, looking slick as ever, had the music, repping West Coast. It's repping everybody, man. But the way he came out.
What else do you want? What else do you want? So don't tell me that we don't deserve that, because remember when we came into this game, they didn't honor my name and my accomplishments. They gave my son $1,500 to show and $1,500 to win on a 3-fight deal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we never asked for anything. Now we want to be compensated for the past, and we want to be compensated for what we said we would do. We did it.
Yeah.
Break bread.
Yeah, I agree with that 1 billion%. Is you out there and putting your health on the line, your life on the line. You're putting it all out there. Okay, I'm entertaining the masses and doing all this stuff. Where's my share? I mean, because without him, and I'm not trying to disrespect them as well, but nobody wants to see them dudes fight. They want to see these
right
killers, man.
We know
babyface assassin, intelligent, and it's all intelligence. It's not. He's so sharp in there, man. I'm amazed. I was talking to other people, some of them, as well. I was like, yo, this kid is special. Like, he's special in that people are gonna, look at him like, yo, they might be trying to avoid him. Now, I give props to Pitbull, for his accolades, but I chose AJ for the very reasons that we spoke about. He's different, he's new, and I would like to see crossover fights with him because I got my money on him. I got my money on AJ.
Well, watch the look in his eyes when everything is going on, but then watch the look in his eyes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Zoom the camera in on his eyes. He becomes somebody else.
He becomes who he needs to be at that moment.
And he's going to get it done. You got to remember, he finished everybody.
Everyone.
In the first.
I know.
What are you talking about? You got a national, a NCAA champ. You have one of the greatest fighters in the history of Bellator, duck champ. He finishes him in less than 2 minutes.
That's why everybody was surprised. It was like in less than 2 minutes, he made it look so easy because you could see even people that did it was something in his look that was like, wait a minute. Like, tonight is going to be the night that this ain't going to work out right. You know what I mean? And the way AJ set up that kick, the way he set that up, and then bang, I said, oh, wow. Shit. I said, yo, this is it right here. Then you hit him with that uppercut. That's why he celebrated, but dude is tough. That's why
take nothing from Pitbull. That dude is a warrior.
He's a warrior,
but his
man.
time is up now in this weight class, this division. AJ is just on another level, and you're gonna see him get nothing but better. Every time you see him fight, he pulls some shit off, and y'all going, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is the guy you want to pay to see fight.
Of course, because he makes it exciting. He gets finishes. And sometimes I've seen him take certain risks, but it's not a risk. The one who's taking a shot is in danger because he caught man, and it's different when you watch somebody like that because he stays calm. And when you think that you're creeping, he got you. You just walked right into it. You didn't even notice it until it's too late. And then that's the beauty of it, that he has. Some people just have striking. Some people just have wrestling. Some people just have grappling. Striking, check, super check. Grappling, I mean, do I have to say anything about it? Ask them dudes who he put if he gets his arms around you, it's just to get that pillow and you know what I mean, go to sleep for a little while or whatever it is, that way that you choose. But his wrestling, we know that he started off as that, so he hasn't had to use it because, like you said, he's never been in danger. So which makes his striking and his length and his, not even his length, because some guys give up that reach, his IQ. And I'm going to go out and say that it does make a difference because you're his father and because of your accolades.
I know the game. Remember, I was 7 years undefeated, but a different type of fighter. I was a ground guy. No one could stop me from taking him down. People didn't realize I was 145 pounder fighting at 155, going up to 170.
Yeah.
To make money. And then it wasn't about money, it was just a challenge. Because I said, ain't no money in this. I made $50 my first fight. So I developed a style to dominate on the bottom. It's boring. Khabib does the same thing. What I never got was an organization to feed me people to make me look good and build a highlight reel. I fought raw. I fought naked. I fought the grimy fights. I never sustained injuries. And that was my point, to show the world, look, this doesn't pay enough. When my son blew out his knee, that was a $200,000 surgery. No one saw him laying in the bed crying and laughing at the same time, because I told him tears is just weakness leaving the body, so cry and enjoy the tears. And he was laughing and crying, and I saw the look in his eyes. I said, man, he's hurting. He don't want to show me he's hurting. And he laid there and he thought about, I just did this for how much money?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Came back 3 days later on crutches in the gym, punching the bag. This man has a work ethic that no one knows about.
That drive that he
All
knows.
I can say is, this ain't nothing new in the Mckees. My whole family bloodline has been fighting. We've been fighting in America just to be black and be accepted. So adversity for us is, it turns us on. We take the challenge. We rise to the occasion. You want to be the Mckee, be my best friend, because I don't have the same mindset when I'm trying to knock your head off.
Exactly. So would you, is that like a snack? I'm saying for when you're saying for just to be black in America, or just to be for people turn minority, because I'm Latino, and to have to deal with that adversity, it's like a breakfast. It's like it gives you that power that you need.
You know what it is. You're a Latin man. Yeah. How much more could you did if you was white? How easier could it be if you were white? But let me tell you what you have that they don't have. You know how to move through adversity. You know how to function when there ain't nothing there. You know how to create when there's nothing to have. You are spiritually enlightened on a different level that resonates with me. We brothers, right?
Agreed.
And the reason we're brothers is because the Creator created us differently as far as in the flesh, but spiritually, we all got it in us.
Of course. Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we resonate with each other on that level. And these are one of the things that most coaches don't teach. They teach physical. I teach spiritual, then physical. Because when you get it here, you're so far ahead of everybody else, because everybody else is in there beating their body up, trying to be the best fighter, shooting steroids in their ass, hit a line of blow, out partying, fucking chicks all night, you know?
Yeah, you know how it is. You know how that goes.
I've been there and done that. But let me tell you, when you know who God is, you know that the God that's in you is that powerful. You walk away from all of that and you receive your gifts, and your blessings come hand in hand. And this is what I walked away from, the lifestyle of the streets of LA.
Yeah, those some rough streets.
I walked away from the lifestyle of the streets of LA, and I had the faith of a mustard seed, because I couldn't understand how there was this God, this Creator, but I did know there was something. And once I submitted myself to that, brother, God gave me another antenna, another frequency that I
see things more clearly
and see what's going on. And I'm looking at the world now, and I said, man, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. I'm not worried about me, because I know who I serve. But those who are falling short, smoking weed, always high,
you're missing it. Yeah.
Because it's right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's right there.
But sometimes, and I was talking to someone, I said, sometimes you miss things. You don't need to have that. Just live a day like that and just enjoy. You know, you can see, you know, you can enjoy things without all that stuff. You know, sometimes, the spiritual, starting off from that base first, definitely, because that's something that can't be beat.
How many fighters train spiritually?
Yeah, I know that. How many academies that have that mantra or something that's,
They got stuff blocking them. They got a woman that they sleeping with, 2 or 3. They're shooting steroids into their body.
Yeah.
They're pumping dope into their veins.
And I'm going to tell you something.
They're so stressed out from the things that they're doing on a daily.
Yeah.
They got baby mamas all over the place. Kids pulling on them, daddy. Yeah. How can you
function,
gravitate and lock in on it when you pull all these different angles?
That's true. That's true. That's why I always say that you can train your body to do a lot of things. You can do a whole bunch of things. But if this is not there, I don't care how great you are. It's not going to function right. When this is there first, everything else is going to follow, man. And and it's plain to see when you speak with you that I can see why he is where he's at, why AJ is where he's at. And we'll be having him on here. We'll be doing an interview with him as well, as we spoke about, man, because that young man is, man, I tell you, man. Now I see, because his father but when you go through things, and like you said, I haven't gone through things myself, I can just appreciate even when you have zero and be like, but make something out of it. And now you took that and now you're here and they're like, damn, I thought this dude was going to be, no. That's the problem. You keep thinking about what's going to happen with them. Worry about what you got to do with you, because we all got to face that creator one day. Now, I can't face him for you, and I don't have these types of talks, not once on an interview, but it is enlightening, and it brings me, now I see more clearly. Not surprised, but I see more clearly, because when I'm talking to someone, I say, well, they have a humble spirit. There's something about them. There's some people, they get on some other stuff, you know what I mean? Or they talk about other stuff, and that's okay. You know what I mean? But when you're able to deal with that, in addition to everything else, that there's that spiritual need, and as you recognize, this is what it is. It's not just about me, so wow.
Well, you know how we got in the tournament, right? Aaron Pico trained with me.
Oh, wow.
I trained Aaron Pico, Tyron Woodley, Rampage, Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz. I didn't train everybody, right? This man told me, he said, do you realize who you are? And I said, no. He said, that's the problem. You don't know who you are. He said, when you figure out who you are, you'll be better than what you are now. And I thought about it, like, what is he talking about? Put it together. I said, this is the problem in America. They don't want us to know who we are. We're gods. We're kings. We come from a royal lineage of power. They dummied us down, didn't want us to learn to read, didn't want to teach us how to write, didn't want us to learn business. We fought for education. We fought for equality, and we never got it. We still ain't got it.
Yeah.
But yet we still surviving.
And perseverance.
And I'm not talking about black or white. I'm talking about humanity economics. If we didn't have money, how are we supposed to have money when we built everything for free? Because you said, this is what I got to pay you to live here. You die, you take my kids and tell them they still got to work for you because your daddy owed me this, but your daddy left you millions. You still benefiting today off of what your ancestors did. I'm still suffering from what's been done. People say, well, I used to tell people we need reparations. Not no more. We don't need reparations. We need counseling. We have been treated so shitty in America as Mexicans, low immigrants, blacks, people who don't come from money. We've been treated so bad that we think the abnormal is normal, and it's not.
It's not. And
they look at us and go, why do they act like that? But we don't think we're acting like anything. We make happiness out of misery. We add to misery more misery. Yeah. And then they want to diagnose us with, oh, you're stressed. Pop these pills. No, let me talk to somebody.
Thank you.
And let me Just listen. I just want to be a human being. I don't want to be black. I don't want to be white. You know, I just want to be a human being.
And you don't want to be reminded of that I'm bracketized into this, you know.
I live in a white community. Mm-hmm. Why is it so difficult for y'all to accept me? I make more money than you. What is the problem? What have I done? I just came here illegally. You brought me here. You beat me. You robbed me. You raped me. You tortured me. Mm. And now I'm still here. And I'm okay with what you've done to me. And I can't even live in the same community. This is crazy to me.
Yeah.
I want independence.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. Freedom is a state of mind.
It is.
And I'm not free mentally because you still got me thinking I'm not shit. Mm. This is what my son is fighting. This energy. I showed him how to take all of this adversity, all this pain. And when you throw a punch, let it go. And that's why it looks so effortlessly to y'all. But to him, he's been practicing the kick and punch like this since he's been in the sport because I put it in him. If you watch Tyron Woodley's last fight in the UFC, you never seen him fight like that. He came to fight. Who did he train with? Me. But see, I don't go around bragging about it because I don't want everybody coming to me. I'm not made for everybody to fix their problems. There's only a selective few that I'm willing to work with. But the ones that I choose to work with, let me tell you, they God sent. Now, whether they choose to do what's right with the stuff that I give them, that's up to them. But most of them will perish in their own ego, knowing that this is right for me, but I want to be right, so I'm going to do it my way. And then when you're doing this, you're not fixing the problem, you're covering it up. And as soon as the wind blows, the problem is still there. Let me cover it up again. And eventually what you have is a medicated mental illness. Yeah,
I agree. Because you're not touching the issue that's there. It's still there. Right. There's still a wound there, and you're not getting any antibiotics. You're not trying to close it up. You're not disinfecting it. You just, throwing paper on it, whatever it is that you're doing. But the problem is still there. It's like likens it to a lot of guys who are, like you said, because of ego. Ego, sometimes people could say something and you're not physically, because you know what you're capable of. Right. Physically in danger, but is your ego in danger? You got to figure out the two and say, you know what?
You know what happens? This is what happens. God breaks your ass down to nothing. Take your mother away, take your father away, take one of your children away. Might give you cancer. Breaks you down to nothing. And then what? You reach for him. Why not reach for him when you're on top and bless others? See, we got it backwards. Oh man, God, if you really exist, save my mama. No, that was a sacrifice for the shit you've done your whole life. Oh God, I got cancer. Everything's fine. I got all this money. No, that's called karma. God didn't intervene when he should have. So people can say what they want to say about me, but I ain't never done nobody wrong. I ain't done nothing but reach out and help and extend and help and extend. So if you don't know me and you don't like how I talk, I'm just passionate about what I do, what I believe in. I'm living this shit to explain to you why I feel the way I feel, why I am the way that I am.
Yeah, and I appreciate that more.
Just say, you know what? I understand, but I don't agree with it. Like when I just did an interview, people said, well, why would you say Dana White is a piece of shit?
Yeah, why would you say? We spoke about that before.
I said, listen, is the man a great businessman? Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is the man a husband to a woman? Yes. Is he a father? Yes. But to be in my eyes, and this is why I said, to me, he's a piece of shit, is because the way he moves, that's not something I want my daughter to look up to. That's not something that I want my son to be a friend with, because he's a snake. He's all about the money. How much money do you need before you reach out and extend and help people? You notice the wealthy people always got illnesses that can't be cured or has to be medicated. And then the poor live forever.
Yeah,
and they don't have nothing.
Not a moan thing.
See, there's a
Not
thing
a
called greed.
motherfucker.
Thing called greed.
Yeah.
Once greed settle in, wickedness is able to seep in and destroy. See, money is not evil. It's the man behind the money that makes the money evil.
Yeah,
but
intention.
The man was evil. Because you can give me the same amount of money, I'm going to go open up a center for youth. And you're going to see 20 LeBron James come out of this place. You're going to see 13 Antonio Mckee Jr.'s. You're going to see 5 Kobe Bryant's. You're going to see 2 Chael Sonnens. That's beautiful.
I like that one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm 51 years old, and I've been through hell.
Yeah.
And if you look into my past, you say, how does this man make it? How did he make it? I made it because I never stopped believing in me. And now you say I'm cocky, you say I'm arrogant. No, I had to build a self of confidence to survive because everything around me tore me down. It was jealous of me because I always shined. Even when I had nothing, I looked good in a pair of sweats when you had to put on a suit. I looked good in my raggedy Volkswagen when you drove a Benz. I was the better person to conversate in the room than you were because you thought you was the baddest nigga in there. I came in there humble and made everybody laugh, and you wonder why I got the job. See, people got to be comfortable. You read body language. When they're not comfortable, they backing off.
Yeah, and other people can read that because if you're not comfortable being yourself, like I told somebody at 52, who else am I going to be? I gotta be. I mean, who else am I gonna be? What am I gonna go read a book or let me be this? You know, you take pages from people's books. Sometimes you take the whole book and apply it. But wow, yeah, you look good for your age, brother.
Oh, thanks, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But you know what? I'm happy, man. Let me tell you, stress is what kills people. Stress is the #1 killer in America.
Yes.
Because once you start stressing, your nervous system starts to be compromised. And now once your nervous system is compromised, your immune system is stressed. Once your immune system is stressed, a common cold can kill you.
Ain't that something?
Stay happy. Be filled with the spirit. I wake up every morning and wrestle with my son in the bed. He's 4 years old and he's still sleeping between mama and daddy.
Oh.
And every morning, he know when we get up, he getting wrestled.
Yeah, you about to get it put on. Get over here.
Every morning.
Yeah,
his mama be looking at me like I'm crazy. She said, because when you're not here, he want to wrestle with me.
Oh, yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Now, let's say something happens to me and I can no longer sleep in the bed with my wife and my son is missing me. Mm-hmm. He going to wake up looking for that and it's not there. How is that going to affect him emotionally? Can anybody tell me?
Mm-hmm.
Because he can't tell you I'm missing wrestling with my daddy every morning. He just develops this disconnect from that because it makes him sad. We've disconnected from being Black men in America because it hurts us. It makes us sad. I got so much to give and don't want nothing in return.
It's avoidant. It's to avoid certain things and feelings and stuff. So some people are already at another time. Like myself, having gone through things and in family that being that Puerto Rican, you know what I mean? So, certain things where some people won't be able to deal with adversity.
You see what you just did? See what you just did?
What's that?
You found a way to be happy in an adverse situation. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck that. We shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to do that. Why can't we just be treated right?
Yeah, treat me right because, and I always put it out there. You know what I mean? I tell people, I remember one time, it was a few years back, and there was a kid and some guy who was in the South and was asking him if he was Mexican. And I came out my face, man, because I couldn't just stand there.
Right.
I had to say something, man. I said so. I went in. I did the dirty dozens on him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Should I have at that time? I'm not going to second guess myself, but I think that I saw the kid was hurt. So I'm like, who you think you know what I mean? Or you now you got to set it. So I was like, hold up, man. That's like when people say, "Yo, this America speak English." Well, first of all, if I'm talking to this person, if I was lonely, I might talk to you since you're ear hustling. If I need to talk to you, I talk to you in that language as well. You know what I mean? Some people just don't want to treat people right. I want to be treated right. I deserve to be treated right. You deserve to be treated right. I don't want to be reminded, as you don't want to be reminded, okay, I want to be in a bracket and be like a black man or Latino. No, I'm a person on the same level. Let's converse. Let's work this, because aside from that, it's not going to work. And being that AJ has this instilled is going to be interesting when I sit down with, because he is you, but he's him.
Yeah.
Kids are us, but they're them, and it's amazing. I do.
Okay. I was talking to somebody the other day about this, and I said, they said, well, brother, look, the way you moving, the way you talk, I'm really educated on a lot of stuff. They said you should become a Muslim. And I said, brother Love, no disrespects to you, but fuck religion. Religion is why I'm fucked up. Because this has been handed to me down by fake God, AJ. Fake Jesus. I'm not talking about the real God, the real Jesus. You showed me an imitation. You showed me pictures of something that had done so much wrong throughout the world and said that was God, that was Jesus. You lied. And you want me to keep believing in your religions? Islam is a cult. Christianity is a cult. 7-Day, Jehovah, all of it's cults. I should have freedom to serve the Creator. And if we all trying to serve the Creator, we all serving the Creator, what difference does it matter what he is and who he is? What is the rules and what's the regulations for serving him? Let's focus on that. So now we can have a conversation, and you don't got to lure me in and put fear in me that if I don't convert over to Islam or I don't convert over to Judaism, that I'm going to die. It's crazy. There is no part in the Bible, and you find somebody that can tell me different. There is no part in the Bible where it says that you need to be a religion. It ain't in there. I got guys that are Bible scholars that have read the Bible over 500 times. It's not in there. So then why are we talking about all these religions? Why aren't the churches putting centers together where they're feeding the community, where they have an after-school program for the youth and the seniors can run it? They know what they're doing. This is crazy to me. And if they don't realize that we're living in such a demonic time right now, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I agree.
COVID-19. Yeah. It's legal to buy weed. It's okay to wear a dress and change your sexual agenda. What? I don't want my daughter seeing a man in the bathroom pull out a penis saying he a woman. You let your 8-year-old daughter see me pull my penis out in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Let's see how that works.
Yeah, for real.
That's so. I mean, we could talk all day about all kinds of stuff because I'm that passionate about how I feel, and this is my therapy. Explaining and expressing and dropping this knowledge, because there's a lot of people that feel the way I feel, but the positions, the jobs that they hold, they can't say nothing.
There you go.
That's why I said Dana White to me is a piece of shit. You know how many people inboxed me and said, man, so glad you said that. Man, I like you. I'm a fan of yours now. Why? Because I spoke the truth? Well, you can't. I get it. But I'm not going to run. I'm going to walk. I'm not going to hide. I'm going to stand there and show my face and smile. At the end of the day, I just want us all to love each other. What's wrong with that? You know how easy that is to just love each other? If you don't got no milk and I got milk, here, man, take some of my milk. I need some bread. You got no bread. You got some bread. I asked for some bread. Like, what happened to that? What happened to those days? Everybody now holding on. Oh, this mine. I got this. I got that. I got this. Look at this. This mine. That mine. And that ain't how it's supposed to be.
Nah, and it's a selfish me first, me only.
And then your kids come out the same way. You wonder why they ain't got no friends.
And then they have these behavioral things because you don't check it from when they this big. When you get older, they start coming at you like this is a you know, a pre-fight stare down and shit. You know, no, that's not happening. That's not how that goes. But that starts from the beginning, so they know not to displease you. Just looking, saying things, they feel hurt. They feel sad because they know, damn, that's my father or that's my mama. Let me do the right thing. So that's another thing that's been going on because, I mean, I came up, and I'm not saying that this is the best way to do because I didn't do it myself, but yeah, I would get spanked, man. I would get them whippings. You know what I mean? But you know, it wasn't always. I don't agree with a lot of, but I think what's missing is the ability to deal with your own kids in a lot of places. Because if you tell them something, oh, they were angry at me, oh, they yelled at me, yelled at you. Shit, that was a good day for me in the 70s, and they, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's just so different now. But so now, with this conversation, I see how that translates in where AJ has a certain way when you see him carry himself, but a different way when he locked that cage.
Right.
Big difference. And I've told some people that, you know, I'm a trainer myself under Nassam, but the thing is that I tell people, when you go in there, man, before you go in there, just know that you can not only give it, but take it. And it's not how tough you are. It's how smart you are.
Right.
To implement. You know that better than, come on, man. Former champion. You know how to, you know, to take what you knew to keep it away from, because your kids, you know, you want to keep them away from that stupidness, you know what I mean? Part of it. But the greatness part of it, keep them there too. And you know, I see that, man. Every fight that I saw AJ, every fight, and I don't care what I was, but I mean, I'm intently just looking. Oh shit! And I see the changes, and I see the evolution. Not like some guys will say, "Well, I'm evolved," whatever. You see what's going on. You see the difference. You see the levels. Like Daniel Cormier said, there's levels to this. Levels. You got guys that he made them look like former champions, made them look like they didn't belong in there with him. Other guys, he just, boop, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, he's not one-dimensional. He's not a one-trick pony. And I think people was probably trying to avoid him. They shouldn't, because I'm a firm believer. If you say you're the best, then you got to fight the best. But I can see greater things for him as well, because his mindset and humility, he still probably feels like, okay, like some people feel like when they get the title, okay, I'm a finished product, this is it.
Right.
No, that's not it. That's not it. But being that you're the champion, now you do have shot calling.
Right.
You a shot caller now. And I believe that AJ Mckee is the face of Bellator.
Right.
He said no lie when I said that. I said shit. Of course he is. Who else is gonna besides him? He just dethroned the face of. Come on, man. He did it like he made it look like he didn't belong in there with him. Hold up, this is. Let me just give me 1 second. Hey, I'm doing the interview with Antonio Mckee. Let me call you right back. All right. Sorry about that, man.
No, I gotta do a class in like 10:30. I was thinking AJ was gonna be here.
That's fine.
He should be pulling up in a minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everything set up in the gym, and as soon as he pulls up, I'm gonna hit you back on this so you can have 2 separate interviews and post them.
Yeah.
He's not here yet. He don't want to do interviews, but I tell him do interviews. People need to hear your voice. People need to hear you.
Yeah, I want to hear him because New York over here, I want them to hear. I got people. I go down the block. I talk about them. They know me. They yo, what's up? You yo, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. So that, because right now I'm in Queens. You heard?
Okay.
But yeah, wherever I go, when I go to Bronx, when I go to Long Island, when I go to Brooklyn, wherever, not only do I message people, I send them stuff and talk about it. So I definitely want to have that. This is a enlightening, man. You're very, very wise.
Been this way my whole life, man, and that's why I was rejected in the hood. That's why I had to pop some niggas. They thought, oh, this nigga is different. He weird. He this, he that. Okay. So then I played crazy. Yeah, I let that thing go. But I did that to play a role.
Yeah, I know.
On.
Yeah.
Then realized, oh, he's smart. They sent me to a magnet school. Over there, they made fun of me because I was black. I was the only black kid there. I was bussed in. I'm getting treated like shit. Yeah. I rebelled. I shut down. Hey, now I don't have a side to go to because I can't deal with my own black people. Can't deal with the white. So I just shut down. I became Hannibal Hexter.
Oh, shit. Slam people on the head, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, wait till you see this documentary, this book I'm putting out.
Oh, yeah?
But I got to be careful because I don't want no repercussions to bounce back on me because I was affiliated. The people
I know exactly where it comes from.
They're dead. They're dead now.
Of course.
And that was my family they killed. But I wasn't in what they was in. I was on another thing. I was on something different, But look, man, I had a great interview. I love talking to you. You got to bring me on sometime and we talk about some real shit.
Of course. I could do Instagram lives and all that stuff, man. You heard?
But look, I'm going to go in here and kick their butt. As soon as AJ pull up, I'm just going to dial this. So I don't know if you got 15, 20 minutes to wait. If it ain't done in 15, 20 minutes, then it probably not going to happen. I don't know where he at. But if he gets here with the next 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to press dial and say, go outside, sit in the car. You got an interview to do.
That's what's up.
All right.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, much love to you too, man. I didn't put my contacts in, man. So, okay, let me pause and stop the recording. Okay, we have, once again, people, Antonio Mckee, Papa Stopper, the father of the face of Bellator Featherweight Champion and new AJ Mckee. And the sky's the limit with this kid. Sky's the limit, man.
Oh,
I love this kid, man. He's great. He's not good. I don't believe he's good. I believe he's great. He's shown that. God bless. See you in a few.
Yes, sir.
All right.